Hello, 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 family. How is everybody? I'm sure the person that likes to give the thumbs down is going to give me a thumbs down for just talking, but you know what? Do what you got to do. I want to talk to you guys about something that I think is really cool. So, anyway, I have to ask you guys something. We all know that there is lesions around our nerves, right? Which causes it to static, kind of like a scraped up TV cord, so to speak. And it makes the current, the zzz, go zzz, snap, snap, zzz, snap. So that would answer why we have some of the problems we have. If we get interrupted, I just ordered a sub, so it might get delivered. So if you hear a knock and my dogs bark, that's why. Anyway, back to the story. So now, a lot of times when we talk about like the psychic world, they're talking about using a part of your brain that you don't typically use. And because we're getting all this short circuiting, I really think, just a theory, that it is causing us to be a little bit more open, so to speak. So now, this is probably going to really sound way out there, but I've noticed over the years that I started acquiring abilities that weren't exactly considered normal. I don't know if I'm going to lose listeners for saying this or not, but I'm going to tell you guys the truth. You know, I say it like it is because it is what it is, and anybody could come on here and sound like a complete freaking lunatic, but I'm going to tell you the truth, and I've got stuff to back it up. I've got people miles long that'll agree to this. So this is another part of my life that, you know, you guys don't really hear about because I don't talk about it typically, but I'm thinking it's due and related to the fact that I've got this disease. So I'm thinking if I've got it, then somebody out there else has got to have it. This cannot just be me. So this started back before I turned 40. Now I'm going to give my age away again, guys. So we're going back 7.5 years. And I was talking to a friend on the phone, and this friend on the phone said, "Sue, you keep saying things before I get it out." Now this is somebody that I didn't talk to that often, so to know what they're going to say next really, you know, is kind of rare. I mean, if we talk all the time, then it's only common sense, right? So he said, so he goes, "Guess what I'm doing?" And I'm like, "Guess what you're doing? I'm not even there with you." I'm like, how the hell am I going to guess what you're doing? We'll just try to guess. Just close your eyes. Guess what I'm doing? I'm like, he's freaking crazy. So I close my eyes and I'm like this, and I'm looking really deep. And I see what looks like the old 70s film negatives. Everything's like in black and white, and kind of like in today's picture programs, you guys would call probably inverted colors. And I said, well, I said, this is going to sound funny. I said, but I'm probably creating this in my mind. I said, I'm seeing a bunch of girls in thongs. And I see a waterfall. I said, it doesn't sound too good coming out of my mouth being a female. He just was dead silent for a minute. He says, "So," he goes, "I can't believe what you just did." And I said, "What?" He says, "Well, I was holding on to something." He said, "I was holding on to like a ring in my hand, and I was hoping that you would know what I was doing." He says, "But you just described what's behind my hand on my computer." I said, "Okay." "Girls and Thongs by Waterfalls." He goes, "Yeah, that's my wallpaper." So I'm like, well, can't be. You know, it can't be. So he goes, "Do it again." So I close my eyes and I'm trying to focus on him, and in that black and white vision that I could see, I said, "Well, I don't know." I said, "I feel like I'm in a bathroom." He goes, "Sue." I said, "What?" He goes, "I got up and I moved to the bathroom just to see if you could see anything." He goes, "I stood in front of the mirror, which had lights above it." He goes, "And you got it." I'm like, wow. okay. So I tested it out on my kids. I had three, my two sons and my older ones and my oldest son's girlfriend all think of one thing, look at one thing. I went outside and I came back in. I said, I don't know. I said, I keep seeing the sky and I keep seeing our ice cube tray, which is on the top of the fridge, which is the blue one. And they just all were like, I said, what? I can't be right. It's two different things. And my boys both said that they were all trying to think of the color blue. So they were looking at the ice cube tray on top of my fridge and freezer. And my son's girlfriend was picturing the sky because of the blue in it. And oh my gosh, then they just opened up a can of worms. So then I was doing it for everybody. And the next thing you know, I'm like looking, finding missing people, called in on cases. I don't talk about the side of my life, guys, because I don't want to scare anybody off because this disease, needs to be brought out there. I want to talk more on the disease. But this seems to be something that I've acquired since I've had the disease. But it gets better. It gets better, guys. This is where it gets real freaky. Now I had a metaphysical new age shop. And I would remote view for people and stuff. And we were doing a psychic fair, and I used to sell the stuff at the psychic fair, and other people did readings and stuff like that. And this one girl said to me, she goes, Sue, she goes, I bet you've got it. I said, got what? Got what? She says, well, try, have you ever tried to talk to the other side? And I said, no. I mean, yeah, I've talked, out loud or in my head, and said, I miss my grandmother or whatever, and this and that. But that's about it. I wasn't trying to get an answer. She goes, well, I want you to go home and do something tonight, which I was feeling really sick because at the time I had an abscess up in here, and it was in the roof of my mouth, and it was terrible. So I left the psychic fair early, came home, and I said, okay, I'm trying to communicate with the other side. I'm feeling foolish, I said, so if you're going to tell me something, you better make it really good, because other than that, I think I'm just hearing myself talk to myself, and I'm not going to respond to myself. So I get this thought inside my head that said, there's a cat on your porch. Well, I'm right on Main Street here. There's no cat on my porch, not when I've got a busy road. And it's summertime. 10 minutes later, guys, I hear a meow, and I look at my freaking porch window. There was a cat in my window. There was a cat in my window. So, I tested this out, and I started typing things and keeping track of things, and then the next thing you know, I'm doing what the Long Island medium does. So, now this has been 7 years, and I hear dead people. I can remote view. If any of you do not believe me, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will tell you anything and everything that you need to know just to prove a point. So, now I just thought I would pass this by you guys because, oops, I think my sub is here. Because I think it's fascinating that my brain, and I feel like crap, and I help people now because I feel like crap, so I feel like I got this disease for a reason. I work with numerous people. My sub's here. I will be right back. So that wasn't my sub. Roger's out front with a panel truck. He'll probably come in being loud and noisy like he always is. So anyway, guys, yeah, I just wanted to bring this up in the video. I want to know if any of you guys have experienced strange things. I'm quite open now, like weird things, like every time you look at the clock, every day you seem to see the numbers 1111 or 333 or 444. Do you guys know TV shows prior to it happening, or are you thinking of something or somebody and then all of a sudden it happens, like within a day or two, and then it seems like it lasts for like a couple of weeks, and then I don't have it so much. But I would be really curious to know. Go down below, let me know how it is. If any of you guys experience this weird stuff, I'm really curious. All right, guys, thanks again so much for watching. And I know this is a weird one, but I just want to know. After all, we're all in the same boat, right? Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.